Sandy, Wilkie, thank you very much for agreeing to take part in this video and answer a couple of questions for me.
Yeah, no problem at all, Adam.
So the first thing is, as a senior, well, let's call you HR, but your job's head of people and organisation within the NHS?
It's head of people and change.
People and change.
It was rebadged by me last year, so I came in as head of HR, but I changed the name of the team and the structure. So it was, to me, it was broader than HR. So I have a HR sub-team, but I've also got a resourcing team, and I've also got an ODE team, which at one stage was going to have quality improvement with it as well. So to me, it was more than HR. So that's why it's people and change. We help people and we try and support them through change.
Okay, so as a people and change leader, what do you think, what are the most important priorities for you when it comes to kind of recruiting and bringing great people into your organization?
Okay, yeah. So we're in quite a unique setting. So the Health and Social Care Partnership on Argyll and Bute, it's a remote and rural area. We have real difficulties attracting staff to come to a beautiful part of the world where 80% of the population live within a kilometre of the sea, and we've got 23 inhabited islands, but it's not for everyone. And our workforce is very distributed because of the way the communities are distributed. So as opposed to working in a large city health care organisation, a lot of our staff are out and about on the road a lot, or on ferries or whatever. And there are very few nightclubs in Argyll and Bute, so it's not for everyone. So the challenges are, we've got quite a number of gaps in both health and social care. The challenges are to find the right candidate who wants this kind of environment.
Yeah. And
we're rapidly coming to a conclusion that it's not so much about recruiting a candidate as recruiting an entire family.
Yes.
So we've had people who have dropped out of job offers because their partner can't get a role in the area, or they're not sure about housing, or they don't know what the schools are like. So we're beginning to see it as a challenge to start to think about recruiting families or couples. Yeah. And maybe one of them gets a job with the police, and one of them gets a job with the NHS or whatever, but almost to create a kind of package, a lifestyle package.
Wow! So that's well beyond advertising a vacancy, isn't it? It's a really complex challenge.
It's about we're starting to work with our council colleagues around building a brand for basically AB Argyll Bute, a place to be.
Yeah.
So it's marketing the landscape and the geography to entice a family or whoever to want to come here.
Yeah.
Because it is a great place for kids. It's a great place for outdoors. But unless mummy and daddy both have jobs, it might not be possible. So
yeah.
So it means that we have to try and get employers to work together and collaborate.
Yeah. So for anybody listening to this that is considering Argyll and Bute, then I can confirm that the Winter Gardens in Rothsay certainly is not a bad discotheque, let's call it.
Oh no, I've been unfair, haven't I? I've been unfair.
Right.
It's just I don't go to nightclubs. No, it's well, you know yourself. Put it another way, Argyll Bute doesn't even have one Asda, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not at least 2 hours drive from Glasgow. So you want to go and see a good band, it requires a wee bit of effort. So, but replace that with beaches, with views, with ever-changing weather, with hills to climb, with mountain bike tracks,
clean air.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Gin on the beach.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, so the other question I wanted to find out was, you've got involved in the Candidate.ID crowdfunding, I'm really interested to know what attracted you about Candidate.ID and the investment opportunity.
Okay. So I've historically had roles in recruitment as a sort of internal recruitment consultant, and quite often with high volume stuff. Graduates coming into the private sector, and I guess having seen it in a state where it was 20 odd years ago, and we were still using paper application forms, and it just became so obvious that we needed to harness technology. So that was just before that was starting to happen. I think what really appeals to me about Candidate ID is I've always been drawn to innovation and things that look so radically creative and different that fundamentally they could make a real impact and real difference. So it was a combination of, I've seen you on LinkedIn and I know you've done some good stuff, but you seem to have this thing, which I'm not even seen yet, which could make a real impact. And also there's the global dimension to it as well. And I think, I'm persuaded that this could be quite a big thing. So I'm not an investor. I don't tend to invest to make money. I tend to like to support things that will be really good and add value. So that's what drew me in.
Well, that's great. And from a guy who started his career in IT before moving into recruitment, that's a really big accolade. So,
well, yeah. I mean, I suppose I still dabble a wee bit in technology. It's not the technology per se. It's what you can do with it, what it allows you to do.
Yeah.
So if this new product that you're crowdfunding does allow organisations to bring the right people in more effectively, then everyone wins from that. And you get people in roles who are really good for the role, but you also get them in quicker. So it's a no-brainer. It's got to be good.
Great. Well, radically creative was the key phrase that I took from that, and so thank you very much for using that. That's going to go in the social media post that accompanies this video. And Sandy, thanks very much for taking the time to do this with me.
No problem. Thanks, Adam. Good luck with it.